In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 13, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Florida International versus Florida Atlantic. On the upcoming Wednesday night clash, the Florida International Panthers are set to face off against the formidable 15th-ranked Florida Atlantic Owls. Florida International is coming off a convincing victory in their last game, where they dominated Long Island by double digits on their home court. However, their performance on the road has been less consistent, with a 1-2 record this season. In contrast, the Florida Atlantic Owls suffered only their second defeat of the season against 20th-ranked Illinois in the Jimmy V Classic, causing them to drop 4 spots in the rankings. Despite this setback, the Owls maintain a strong 7-2 overall record and a 3-1 home record for the season. The Panthers struggled in the early part of the season, managing only 2 wins in their first 9 games against Houston Christian and Kennesaw State. However, they faced tough competition in defeats against UCF, Tarleton State, Miami, Akron, Marshall, Loyola Marymount, and Florida Gulf Coast. In their recent matchup against Long Island University on December 2nd, the Panthers secured a 74-59 victory, with Archer Odine leading the charge with an impressive performance of 27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 6 steals. On the Owls side, they dominated in their initial 8 matchups, with their only loss coming against Bryant in a 61-52 result. Florida Atlantic showcased their strength with wins against notable teams like Loyola Chicago, Eastern Michigan, Butler, Texas Agricultural and Mechanical, Virginia Tech, Liberty, and Charleston. In their most recent game against Illinois, the Owls led at halftime but ultimately succumbed to a 98-89 defeat, with Vladislav Golden delivering a standout performance with 23 points and 4 rebounds. As the Florida International Golden Panthers make the journey up the Florida Turnpike to face the 15th-ranked Florida Atlantic Owls, it's worth noting that the Owls have dominated the recent meetings between these rivals, winning the last 6 encounters. However, the Golden Panthers managed to cover the spread in 2 of the past 3 meetings. Their last victory in the series dates back to February 8, 2020, with a 66-59 score, just before the global COVID-19 pandemic disrupted sports worldwide. The Owls have been on a strong overall performance trend, cashing in 4 of their last 5 games, despite a recent loss. However, they face a resilient Florida International team that has gained confidence with 2 wins in their last 3 games. While the Owls have shown offensive prowess, averaging over 84 points per game with a 50.5% field goal percentage, their defense has been tested, conceding at least 74 points in 3 of their last 5 games. In terms of betting considerations, the Owls have been successful in covering the spread in 4 of the past 5 games, but struggled as double-digit favorites, going 1-1 against the spread in the last 2 such situations, including a loss to Bryant. Considering the recent performance of both teams and the historical context of their matchups, our full game side pick leans towards the Florida International Panthers covering the spread as underdogs. Looking at the pace of play, Florida International tends to play at a quicker tempo, averaging 75.8 possessions per game, ranking 40th in the country in pace. In their recent games, they have demonstrated offensive firepower, scoring 80 against Miami, Florida, 91 against Kennesaw State, and 74 points in their last outing. On the other hand, Florida Atlantic boasts one of the best offensive squads in the nation, averaging 120 points per 100 possessions, ranking them 6th in Division I. The Owls have scored impressively in their last 5 games, averaging 88 points, including notable performances with 90 and 89 points in their last 2 matchups. Defensively, the Owls have shown vulnerability, ranking 201st in the country in field goal defense. In contrast, the Panthers have displayed strong defense recently, allowing 68 or fewer points in 3 of their last 4 games. The Panthers concede 6.2 fewer points per 100 possessions than Florida Atlantic, indicating their defensive resilience. Given these offensive capabilities, the expectation is for an exciting and high-scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Arkansas State versus Louisville. In this anticipated non-conference hardwood showdown, a representative from the Sun Belt is set to clash with a formidable program from the Atlantic Coast Conference in the basketball battleground of the Bluegrass State. This Wednesday night spectacle features the Arkansas State Red Wolves embarking on a journey to face the Louisville Cardinals, a contest that promises excitement and fierce competition. The Red Wolves, riding high on the momentum of their recent 87-68 triumph over UAB as 4.5-point underdogs, are looking to extend their success on the road against the Cardinals, who suffered a 75-68 defeat at the hands of DePaul in their previous outing as 2-point underdogs. In the historical context between these two teams, the Cardinals have maintained dominance, clinching victories in both encounters. The most recent clash on November 22, 2011, ended with a decisive 54-27 win for the Cardinals, leaving an indelible mark on the series. Louisville, currently grappling with a turbulent season, seeks redemption in this matchup to bring their record back to .500. Enduring a 2-game losing streak, the Cardinals are determined to rectify their course. In their recent clash against DePaul, they put up a valiant effort, with Mike James delivering an impressive performance of 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. The team averages 75 points offensively, while defensively conceding 75 points per game. Guard Sky Clark has been a standout performer, averaging 17 points and displaying prowess from both the field and beyond the 3-point line. The onus is on Louisville's defense to shine in this critical game. Arkansas State, buoyed by their commanding 87-68 victory over UAB, showcases offensive prowess led by standout performances like Isaiah Nelson's 17 points and 7 rebounds. However, the team faces defensive challenges, allowing an average of 80 points per game. Taran Todd has been a key contributor, averaging 13 points and demonstrating proficiency in both field goals and three-pointers. As they enter this matchup with a 3-7 record in the Sun Belt, Arkansas State aims to improve their standing. Despite Louisville's struggles, the Cardinals emerge as my confident pick for this clash, banking on their poised and strategic gameplay. Their offensive and defensive consistency, though not stellar, surpasses that of the Red Wolves. Louisville's offensive output, averaging 75 points per game with a 41.7% shooting accuracy, showcases their capability to maintain a steady performance. Noteworthy is their defense's ability to limit opponents to a 30.4% three-point shooting, crucial against a team heavily reliant on perimeter scoring like Arkansas State. The Cardinals' rebounding strength, averaging 30 per game, could be a pivotal factor in controlling the game's tempo and securing second chance points. While both teams have defensive concerns, Arkansas State's 0-5 road record raises questions about their ability to tighten up defensively. Louisville's 4-1 home record and an advantage at the free throw line make them a strong candidate for victory and cover. As money continues to flow toward Arkansas State, the line has softened, presenting an opportunity for savvy bettors. While acknowledging Louisville's offensive struggles, the Cardinals' overall gameplay, marked by strategic defense and effective rebounding, positions them as a solid pick to triumph in this encounter. A victory at home, where they boast a 4-1 record, is crucial for Louisville, and taking advantage of the softer line makes the Cardinals a compelling choice to win and cover the spread as favorites. Examining the team's statistical profiles adds depth to the analysis. Arkansas State, with a penchant for the under, faces challenges in effective field goal percentage, turnover percentage, 2-point shooting, block percentage, and steal percentage. On the offensive side, they exhibit above-average tempo. In contrast, Louisville, with a mixed performance in offensive and defensive efficiency, struggles in effective field goal percentage on both ends. Their tempo stands at 107th, showcasing a willingness to push the pace. With both teams demonstrating a preference for a high-tempo style of play, the potential for a high-scoring affair looms. Arkansas State's offensive prowess, combined with a three-point shooting percentage of 33.9, indicates their capacity to contribute significantly to the total score. Louisville, matching Arkansas State in points per game, has engaged in high-scoring contests, particularly on their home court. Despite inconsistencies in shooting, both teams have displayed offensive firepower, making a bet on the total score exceeding expectations a well-founded choice. Considering the adjusted tempo and offensive tendencies of both teams, over the projected total emerges as our full-game total pick. In a matchup where offensive strengths take center stage, anticipating a final score that surpasses expectations adds another layer of excitement for fans and bettors alike. Creighton versus UNLV. The Jack Jones Classic gears up for an exciting showdown on Wednesday night as the number 8 Creighton Blue Jays take on the UNLV Rebels. Set on a neutral court in Henderson, Nevada, this clash promises basketball enthusiasts a thrilling matchup. In their recent outing, Creighton dominated Central Michigan, securing a resounding 109-64 victory and covering the spread as 31-point favorites. Meanwhile, UNLV suffered a setback against Loyola Marymount in the Jack Jones Classic, succumbing 78-75 as 2.5-point favorites. Creighton boasts an impressive 8-1 record this season, with their lone defeat occurring on November 23rd against Colorado State in a 69-48 contest. The Blue Jays have showcased their prowess by defeating formidable opponents such as Florida Agricultural and Mechanical, North Dakota State, Iowa, Texas Southern, Loyola Chicago, Oklahoma State, Nebraska, and Central Michigan. In their recent triumph over Central Michigan, Creighton orchestrated a commanding performance, scoring 56 points in the first half and adding 53 more after the break, securing a convincing 109-64 win. Notable contributions came from Isaac Trott, who led the scoring with 18 bench points, and Mason Miller, who chipped in with 17 points. On the flip side, the UNLV Rebels started the season with a .500 record over their first 6 games. Despite losses to Southern, Florida State, and Richmond, they secured victories against Stetson, Pepperdine, and Akron. Their closely contested 72-70 win against Akron saw the Rebels shooting an impressive 48.4% from the field. However, in their latest encounter with Loyola Marymount, UNLV fell short, trailing 38-35 at halftime, and ultimately losing 78-75. Dedden Thomas emerged as the team's top scorer with 17 points and 8 assists. Struggling at the bottom of the Mountain West, UNLV finds itself as the only team below .500, with Colorado State, New Mexico, and Utah State leading the pack with 9-1 records. The upcoming clash between Creighton and UNLV will take place at the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson, Nevada, offering a semi-home advantage to the running Rebels, given its proximity to their usual home venue, the Thomas and Mack Center in Las Vegas. Despite the distance from home, our prediction and best bet for this game favor Creighton to cover the spread, as they demonstrate superiority on both offense and defense. Currently standing at 8-1 and ranked number 8 nationally, Creighton's offensive prowess, highlighted by their number 2 ranking in effective field goal percentage, number 3 in 2-point percentage, and number 13 in 3-point percentage according to Ken Palm, positions them as formidable contenders. Creighton has consistently covered spreads of 19 or more in 5 instances this season, attributed to the synergy of their 3 elite players, Scherman, Alexander, and Kalkbrenner. The latter, a dominant force in the paint, is expected to exploit UNLV's lack of size. Despite starting 6'11" Isaiah Cottrell, UNLV is likely to struggle against Kalkbrenner's height and skill. While UNLV possesses a lineup with talented components, Creighton's vulnerability in defending the 3-point shot aligns with UNLV's strength. However, the Blue Jays' offensive firepower, especially from beyond the arc, sets the stage for a potential mismatch. Despite UNLV's semi-home court advantage, the overall assessment leans towards Creighton's favor. The spread, in this case, does not pose a significant deterrent, and our side pick stands firm: the Creighton Blue Jays to win and cover the spread as favorites. UNLV's defensive struggles, ranking 220th in defensive efficiency, present a glaring mismatch against Creighton's 12th-ranked offensive efficiency. With 3 potent scorers, Creighton is poised to capitalize on UNLV's weak defense, and the Blue Jays' propensity to score at a high percentage bodes well for surpassing the projected total. As UNLV's penchant for going over in 6 of their 7 games this season indicates, their offensive capabilities might propel this game to a higher scoring affair. Creighton's recent performance and UNLV's defensive vulnerabilities align with the expectation of a game score that exceeds the projected total. The likelihood of this game going over is considerable. Therefore, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.